All right, good day everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber back at it again with another amazing, wonderful, historic action figure review that's going to go down in history. Not really. So guys, we are back at it with the Red Goblin. Red Goblin. From the Kingpin Build-A-Figure wave. As you can see, he looks pretty marvelous, hence the name Marvel. And so we got some other figures here off to the side from the Venom Build-A-Figure, and then from the Venom Build-A-Figure wave, we have a couple of his symbiote buddies. I figure I would break out during this review because Red Goblin is essentially a symbiote, and we're going to do a comparison with that Venom as well. The Marvel Legends Venom from the Venom Build-A-Figure wave. Jeez, man, that's a mouthful to say. God. Whew, I'm out of breath just with saying that. Okay, guys, so this is my first figure from to review from this wave, and you know what? He might be my last figure from this wave because this wave doesn't really interest me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not your typical toy reviewer. I just kind of buy the action figures that I want to buy. I don't buy the action figures and that I don't want just to review them because I'm a collector. I'm not only a toy reviewer, but I'm a collector, and all these other figures on here I don't really want, or I don't really care for. If you're like me, then you watch other reviewers and you've seen reviews of all these other figures, so what's the point? And if you're like me, then you've seen, some of the reviews that a lot of reviewers have given, and it's not really a great wave overall. The Kingpin, he looks great. I've seen reviews of him. I don't really care for him. I don't really want to get a fat, Rush Limbaugh figure in my collection. Maybe over time, maybe I'll buy parts for him, over the internet, and maybe build him in the future. But as of right now, I don't really care. I'm just being real with you guys. So here's the front cover. And I just want to give you my take on this Red Goblin because I love symbiotes. I love Venom. That's one of the reasons why I bought this entire wave. Not only because for that Monster Venom, which is one of the greatest Marvel Legends of all time. In my opinion, if you didn't see Marvel, the Top 10 2018, check it out. But I bought the wave because of these guys right here. I really like the symbiotes. I am a big fan of all the symbiotes that they put out, that Marvel Legends put out. So guys, without further ado, with all that yapping going on, I'm going to go ahead and pop this figure open, and I'm going to give you my little review. Got my trusty Punisher knife right here, and we're going to do a little review of this Red Goblin, guys. So, how's everybody doing today? You guys are doing good? It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. If you live in a four-season state like I do, then it's probably winter time. It's probably cold as hell right now. So let's pop out, but the sun is shining nonetheless. So let's pop out Red Goblin. So take that. Oh, he has a little cover. I like that. I wonder if they're going to start doing that from now on. A little cover right there. And let's pop out the Kingpin leg. Just to take a look at it, just for the hell of it. Yeah, it's a pretty big, heavy wave. Yeah, maybe in the near future, I'll build this Kingpin, but like I said, I'm not your typical toy reviewer. I don't buy every toy that comes out, or every wave that comes out. I just buy, like I said, buy the stuff that I like. And there's hundreds of reviewers out there that you can watch, and they can review it for you. Like I said, I'm a collector first, and then a toy reviewer second. So, all right, let's pop out Red Goblin here. Liking this devil's tail going on right here. Hey, cut it out. That's my cat. He's like losing it over here. Okay, very nice figure. I'm digging. Hey! What are you doing? Asshole. Okay, so let's take a look at this Red Goblin. Yeah, I am digging this tail. I am digging this demon-like vibe he's got going on. And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to pick him up, is I'm really digging this demon-like vibe. I do like the color overtones to it. I do like the head sculpt. This is very, very... it's very... How can I say this without being offensive? It has like a very Eastern vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like a very Oriental vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like you see in the dragons that, you know, you go to you know, that you see a lot of, you know, Asian countries have, and they always have the dragon in there celebrating something, the year of the dragon, or celebrating their holiday. And I'm trying to get a focus here. A very, very nice Red Goblin. I'm really, really digging this Red Goblin, guys. A very, very, very nice figure. I'm really pleased with this figure. Alright, now let's look at the tail everybody was complaining about. And yeah, I see the complaint here, because it's not a bendy wire, it's a pre-post tail. It can actually act as a third leg if you wanted to. So, but yeah, I understand the gripes of the tail. And he has a peg right here for the back, where you can peg in more symbiote goodness. That's what I call it, symbiote goodness. There we go. Very nice figure overall, guys. I really, really, really like this Red Goblin. If you like cool, creepy stuff like me, then you'll definitely love this Red Goblin figure. And is his jaw not articulated, but it can bend. I just love that face sculpt, man. I love the colors that they gave him. It's really, really awesome. Like I said, he kind of has like an Eastern vibe to it, with a bit of Halloween vibe to it, with actually kind of looks like Gremlin back there, doesn't he? Kind of like a Gremlin vibe. Well, he is a goblin, so. Alright, here's the rest of his body. Nicely well detailed, articulated. You know the features of Marvel Legends, man. The ankle pivoting going on, breaks, double jointed knees. Of course, they gave double jointed knees. Now, if you're like me, guys, and if you watch other reviews on this figure, you've heard other people complaining about not giving him a glider. Which, yeah, that's cool. I understand that. It would have been cool if he came with a glider, or maybe you can purchase a glider off the internet somewhere for this figure. But it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I really like this figure. I really like the detail. The red and black. So let me bring in Venom. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let me show you his little bomb right here. So he has a little bomb, and he has a little peg right here. I don't know for what. There's no peg hole. But I guess you can kind of put it in his finger like that. Hold on. And maybe just kind of put it between his fingers like so. Or maybe let's try the other way. Like that. So that's essentially... that's not bad. That's actually pretty cool. I actually really like this figure. And yeah, he's the only... I know this sounds stupid because everybody was after the Kingpin, but he was actually the only figure that I actually wanted from this wave. Call me weird. But yeah, I really, really like this Red Goblin. I am familiar with Red Goblin. I have read a few comics on the Red Goblin. And essentially, if you guys are not familiar with the Red Goblin, he is essentially just the Goblin who took over the symbiote Red Carnage costume. So on that note, we'll bring in the Carnage right here. Look at all this symbiote goodness here. And yeah, you can see that the red is more candy apple with this Carnage. Actually, you know, I would have preferred... Actually, I do like the color of this red right here that Carnage has, but I definitely would have loved to see a Carnage with a little bit more darker red and more black. But I do really like this Carnage. I think he's a really awesome figure. If you guys didn't see a review of the Marvel Legends versus Marvel Select Carnage, check that out. Awesome, awesome video. So here's Carnage. And I don't have any Goblin, but he's essentially, I don't have any Green Goblin or Hobgoblin. I can't remember, was this Harry Osborn or was this Green Goblin? I can't remember to make any comparisons. Of course, here is Poison, one of my other favorite figures, and then here is Scream. And they size up very well. Scream and Goblin, Red Goblin is about the same size, and they're all about the same height. Yeah, they're all about the same height. Let me put Carnage over here off to the side. Let me bring in Venom, Monster Venom with this Red Goblin. And you see how big he is. And yeah, they go very well together. I just love, the reason why I love the symbiote so much is I just love their monstrous looks and, you know, all this stringy goodness that occurs. There's the tail again. Very nice. Probably the heaviest thing on his body is probably the tail. It's a heavy plastic, which I'm sure you guys can see. It's not hollow. It's a heavy plastic. Overall, very good. I definitely would have loved to see more yellow on this Red Goblin, you know, because he has his little exploding device right here, and it's yellow. And you see how nicely it goes with the eyes. So I definitely would have loved to see a little bit more yellow on this Red Goblin, even though it's probably not comic accurate. And then for the hell of it, we'll bring in Pizza Spidey here. One of my favorite Spider-Mans. Very simplistic, very simplistic Spider-Man. They actually go very well together. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you my rating of this figure. I'm going to let you know what I think, if you should pick them up. Like I said, I can't really recommend the Wave. You can watch other reviewers, and because just by looking at them, I'm not really interested in any of the figures of the Wave, even though they do look... I do like the Silver Sable. She looks pretty cool. The Night Thrasher looks pretty cool, and the rest of them I don't really care for. You know, I've heard good things about Puma, and the other symbiote Spider-Man. Don't really care for. And the 6-armed Spider-Man, I don't really care for the 6-armed Spider-Man either, because as you know, as you watched other reviewers review that 6-armed Spider-Man, he doesn't have an ab crunch, so I don't really care too much for that Spider-Man. And plus, he's not colored in. He doesn't have the black webbing, which that's another turnoff as well. So I'm going to save my $25 and not get that Spider-Man. So guys, okay, I'm going to go ahead and rate this figure on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest. I'm going to give this figure an 8, a solid 8, guys. I do recommend this figure. If you can find them, pick them up. If you want to get the Wave, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to get that Kingpin, then essentially I guess you have to get the Wave. But if you're smart like me, you can go on eBay and you can buy the parts off of eBay, which I'll probably end up doing. But overall, a very, very, very nice Red Goblin. I do recommend this figure, guys. Do you want me to go through articulation, or you already know the articulation? Arms out, bicep break, double jointed arms, wrist can rotate. It'd be nice if he came with some interchangeable hands. Actually, I was thinking to myself, maybe I could switch out some arms, but with the Marvel Legends Carnage, but it's a different red tone to it. Actually, the red kind of matches the Spider-Man. He kind of has the same kind of red with that Spider-Man. Double jointed knees, a break at the upper leg, break at the lower shin, or the shin muscle, and of course ankle pivot up the butt. So yeah, I recommend this figure, guys. Like I said, if you can find them, pick them up. Awesome figure. So there you guys have it. There was kick up the butt, ankle pivot up the butt. So like I said, if you can find this figure, pick him up. I recommend this figure. He's really awesome. Awesome detail. Not bad for a Marvel Legend. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool, awesome reviews like this. And there you guys have it. There was my little review of Red Goblin from the Kingpin Build-A-Figure Wave. I just want to thank you guys for watching. And oh yeah, if you guys want to receive more cool reviews like this, hit that notification bell. And there you guys have it. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!